Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Gloria Wandery, and in today's video I'll be showing you how to sew this beautiful party dress. And if this is something you're interested in, keep watching and let's start. I've gone ahead to create my starting line, so I'm taking down my neck width measurement and my neck depth, which is 3 inches, and I'll go ahead to connect it to the curved roll. I'm taking my shoulder measurement, which is 14 divided by 2, that's 7 inches. I'll go down by 1 inch from my shoulder slope and connect the point. After that, I'm going down my 7.1 inch to get my armhole. So to get your armhole is your bust divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. So I'm going ahead to mark out my armhole measurement like so, and I'll be connecting the point. I'm going ahead to take down my body measurement. So I'm taking my bust point, which is 9.5 inches, and I'll go ahead to take my under bust, which is 12.5. I'll be taking my waist measurement, which is 16.5. For the hip, I'll be stopping at 25 inches, and for the full length, I'll be making it 34 inches plus 1 inch hem allowance, that is 35 inches. And I'll go ahead to connect the points with the ruler. I'll be labeling them so you can understand it a lot better. I'll be marking out my bust span, which is 3.5 inches. I'll go ahead to mark it at my bust point and also at the bust waistline and the hip part. From the waist, I'll go down by 6 inches to connect the point. So for this dress, we're creating a bustier. So you need to, mark out all those points in order for you to get the perfect measurement of the dress. So I'm going ahead to rule this out. I'm going down by 1 inch at the bust point for bust ease, and I'll be marking out 1 inch at the on the bust part, 0.5 inches on both sides, and also on the waist. So after that, I'm going to connect it like so. I'll be marking out the midpoint of my shoulder tip to my shoulder slope, which is 2 inches here, and I'll be connecting the point like so. From the bust point, I'll be going up by 3 inches to mark out the dots. So I'll be taking the same dart intake I used at the under bust and marking it at the top, but I'll be adding 1/4 inch for bust tightening. I'll be connecting the point to the bust point line. I'll be using the curved rule to give it a slight curve at that point, so you can actually use your free hand to connect the point like so. I'll be going ahead to mark out my bust measurement. So I'll be taking the dart intake at that bust point to ensure you do that. So right there I'm having 3/4 inch, so I'll be adding that to my bust measurement. I'll go ahead to take my under bust measurement and also add 1 inch to the measurement. I'll also go ahead to my waist point and also do that as well. To get that hourglass shape at the hip, I'll be adding 6 inches to my full hip measurement, which will be 39 plus 6, that will be 45, and divided by 4. So I'll be doing that for the hem as well. I made it a lot exaggerated in this video, but eventually reduced it. I'll be making sure that leg is 3 inches before creating the style line. So I'll be marking the points like so. Then also go to the center front and measure 3 inches. So I'll be using my curve rule to connect the points like so, and after that is done, I'll be going down by 0.5 inches to have ease at the armhole area, and I'll be connecting the points like so. I'll go ahead to connect the rest of the measurement. And make sure the hip part is curved like so. To get that style line at that point, I'll be taking the measurements of the bust span and I'll be taking it down to the hem. I'll be marking out 3.5 inch there, so ensure you use your preferred bust span for this. And with that, I'll be connecting the point from the hip to that hem point using the curved rule. I'll go ahead and mark out 1.5 inch seam allowance on the side. Add 0.5 inch seam allowance at the top and cut it out. Going ahead to mark out the points before cutting it out. Try as much as possible to cut this part slowly and carefully so you don't cut into the pattern. I've gone ahead to take down the body measurements of the back. So I took down the chest, the waist, the hip, and the hem. I'll tell you why there are two lines at this side as we continue. At the chest line, I'll be taking down my bust measurement. So at the waist, from the shoulder to that point there is 15.5, which I'll be marking like so. And at that second line, it will be 16.5. So that is 1 inch difference. I'll be marking out my hip measurement. Remember, I said you should add 6 inches to your hip measurement and divide it by 4. So also take note that this actual hip measurement is exaggerated and I'll still be reducing the size. So remember that as well. So go ahead to connect the points like so. At the chest line, I'll be going down by 0.5 inches. And also at the center back, I'll be going down by 0.5 inches and I'll connect the points like so. To create that style line at the center back, I went in by 3.5 inches initially, but eventually I felt I wanted it wider than that. So I went back and marked 3 3/4 inches. Actually did the same thing too for the back. I actually reduced it from 6 inches to 2 3/4 inches. So I eventually, erased that part out and then I connected the points together. So yeah. So as you're doing this, you can actually pick, make your choice on how wide you want it to be. But for me, that is how wide I wanted it to be. So for the down part, I'll be going in by 3 3/4 inches and also for the hip part. And I'll go ahead to connect the points like so. So remember, this is according to your bust span. You can actually use your bust span measurement for this and you derive what you want. So for that band, I'm going down by 1.5 inches from that first waistline and I'll be marking the points like so because I want to achieve exactly the way the dress looked. So I had to erase that part, and increase it by 0.5 inches. Now this is how the design looks. So now if you want to cut it, this is how you're going to be putting it in sections and cutting it through. So I'm going ahead to show you the measurements, how everything works. So this is 15.5, here is 1.5. From that part to the waistline exactly is 16.5. I'm going ahead to cut all this out. So I'll be cutting out the patterns like so. So ensure you're cutting it the same way. I'll go ahead and cut this on the fabric once I'm done. And for this part, I'm just going to be dividing this part. I'm just going to be drawing a straight line because I noticed that there's a dot at the dress part, actually at the skirt part. So I need to create that dot intake. So I'm just going ahead to open this up and, place a paper underneath and add 2.5 inches like so. So I'm going ahead to, mark it out and use a tape, to tape it. So after that is done, I'll just go ahead, to add seam allowance at that part, then cut it out. So ensure you add 0.5 seam allowance on that other side. And this part, I left 1 inch at the top so that, to create allowance for joining. Then also for the down, make sure you cut it straight on fabric. And in my next video, I'll show you how to join all these patterns that we drafted in this video together. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, come on, what are you waiting for? Please do, and don't forget to like and comment. And see you in my next video. Bye.